I'm going to solve this problem by eliminating the x's first. This would not be my personal preference, but I do want you guys to see a video. The reason I would not prefer to choose x to eliminate is because even though the first two rows are easy to eliminate x, in order to eliminate again, I'm going to have to multiply both rows. But we'll go ahead and do the video for those of you that chose to do that. So if I were going to do this, I would start by doing row 1 minus row 2. So row 1, there's no change. And since we're subtracting row 2, I'm going to change all the signs. So I get negative 4x minus y plus 2z equals negative 5. And then we can add those together, so we get negative 5y plus 6z equals negative 9. So since we used row 1 and row 2, we need to use row 3 with either one of these. I'm going to go ahead and choose row 2. So what we're going to have to do is 3 times row 2 plus 4 times row 3 so that we can eliminate this. So I'll get a positive 12 here and a negative 12 here. So that's going to look like 3 times row 2 is 12x plus 3y minus 6z equals 15. And then 4 times row 3 is going to be negative 12x minus 12y minus 16z equals negative 64. And then we have to add these together. So we would get negative 9y minus 22z equals negative 49. Okay? All right, so now that you've eliminated the one variable twice, now we are going to start a problem that's going to be completely separate from my 3 variable problem. So it's like this is going to go away, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve a 2 variable system. So negative 5y plus 6z equals negative 9, and negative 9y minus 22z equals negative 49. And I'm going to treat this like a new problem where I solve for y and z. All right, so I'm going to eliminate the y's. So that means I'm going to multiply the first one. I'll go ahead and multiply the first one by 9. So 9 row 1 plus, and then the second one I'm going to multiply by negative 5. So negative 5 row 2. So if I multiply the first one, I get negative 45y plus 54z equals negative 81. And then this one by negative 5, so that's going to be positive 45y plus 110z equals, this is going to end up being 245. So then if we add these together, I get 164z equals 164, and if we divide, then we get z equals 1. All right, now again, I'm kind of ignoring all this stuff over here. I'm trying to solve this system. So what I want to do next is figure out y. Now that I found z, I need to know y. I'm going to go ahead and use row 1. So I get negative 5y plus 6 times 1 equals negative 9. Subtract 6 from both sides. So I get negative 5y is negative 15, and I get y equals 3. So right now I have z equals 1, y equals 3. I've solved my 2 variable, but my original problem is this 3 variable system. Well, at this point, all I have to do is pick any one of the 3 rows, plug these 2 guys in, and that gives me my 3rd variable. All right, so I'm going to use row 1. All right, so this is from the 3 variable. All right, so row 1 is going to be 4, I don't know x, minus 4 times y plus 4 times z, which is 1, is negative 4. So 4x minus 12 plus 4, and that's 4x minus 8 equals negative 4. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. therefore x is 1, and then my final answer is 1, 3, 1. At this point, you can go ahead and plug into row 2 and row 3 to check your solution.